It's the Adam Friedland Show. It is December 28th, 2002, and we are live. Let me get the timer going here. Okay. And Adam is out for the week. He is in South Africa. It's just me, joined by Jordan Jensen.
Hello.
Recently back from a interesting family situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to, you were just talking about this off mic for a second. And then, I mean, you don't have to tell this story, but I said, let's turn the recorder on. We chatted for a minute.
I said it was Christmas, and I went home, where in which I saw my stepbrother, who notoriously I've had sex with. We're not really blah, 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 blah.
Oh, see, you kind of blew the load, so to speak.
Everybody knows this.
Oh,
everybody who
knows
knows
this?
Yeah, everybody knows this.
Oh, all right.
In fact, you know what's kind of fucked up?
What?
Is so one of my biological mom knows. She's always known. She kind of knew that, it was actually a Christmas, like many, many years ago. And
Would you guys get stuck in the chimney?
Yeah, I got stuck in the chimney, and he had to help.
You're like
his stepsister out.
3-year-old niece coming downstairs. Santa's here, and they're like, "That's not Santa. That's not Stay away from the fireplace. That's not Santa."
No, yeah, I got stuck in it like it was a washer, and he had to pry me out, and
using his dick,
like
you're scooping fucking peanut butter out with a knife.
Yeah,
just popping you out of there.
Yeah. And then. But his other mom didn't know, but I think his other mom has gotten it because she listens to our podcast where I've talked about it many times.
Yeah.
But there was no acknowledgement of this last night where we were all together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was there and I was there. He was very attractive, as he always is.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because you say that and it's like, and people will get angry at this, but as a heterosexual man, which very few people believe, as soon as you say he was very attractive, I just imagine James Bond. Imagine Sean Connery.
No, he has like a skater punk, lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
He has like he's very wiry.
I'm just imagining your white trash house and fucking Sean Connery in a tuxedo.
I like that you're imagining that.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, I like that you're giving me the benefit of the doubt. No, he's like he's like a trash GED.
Okay.
Works construction that my mother taught him.
Yeah. I think James Bond has a GED.
No, I don't think he does.
He's Scottish. Isn't James Bond's backstory is that he's like a Scottish Mongoloid?
Just got Mongoloid.
Yeah, he's got like a mental disability, doesn't he?
What?
I don't know. I've never seen.
You obviously do know.
I haven't seen any of the movies.
But you just gave like a full description that I've never even come close to hearing about. You know something.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that's the backstory of James Bond, that he was like ward of the state because he was a mental invalid. And
what?
Yeah.
To who?
And well, that's the whole like plausible deniability thing. Is like they would hire mentally disabled people to be spies during World War II. Because if they got caught, they'd be like, no, that guy's a fucking retard. He's not.
Are you making this up?
No.
What is a Mongoloid technically? I've always imagined it as like Sasquatch with, a full retardation.
It just means Down syndrome. But interestingly enough, where the term, and I've told this before on the show, but where the term Mongoloid comes from is in the late 1800s, there was a man named John Langdon Downs who was a social scientist prior to that even really being a thing. He, like, how science, when science was new, you just needed to be like a guy with like a top hat, and you're like, well, I'm a scientist.
Totally. And a couple glass things.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm going to smash this rat with a hammer.
Yeah.
For like an auditorium. You used to be able to just do surgery.
In front of
no,
nobody.
They used to do fucking surgeries like it was destruction derby. You could just get like a woman from the orphanage and be like, let's see if we can cut her pussy out and keep her alive. And then it wouldn't work. I'm just describing the opening scene from The Knick. But,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They cut her pussy out in The Knick?
Yeah, he tries to like save a woman because he's like inventing C-sections or something.
Right.
And he's like, I'll make an insertion here and remove the baby, and then we will keep the mother alive by vivisection of the pussy. And I don't.
But he's all fucked up on drugs. Or something?
Yeah, and he kills her, and he's like, sorry. And And then the theme song plays.
Yeah, and the people in the balcony.
And I'm like, you sold me. This is
Yeah.
the best show I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But no, so there's a man named John Langdon Downs, and in I guess psychology or whatever it used to be, that was like it was like nun work basically, to go work with like the mentally retarded, because this is back in the days when calling them retarded, that was the PC term.
The sweet thing to do.
Yeah, right.
That was like
You'd be like, oh, I care about retards. They're like, what? You mean morons? You mean idiots? And they're like, please, retards. That used to be like the nice term back then. It was
retard because they were mentally retarded.
They're mentally
Right.
retarded. Yeah, they would call them morons and idiots. First of all,
We have to stop changing it.
every 14-year-old knows this. You know what? It's when I started stand up. That's when intellectually disabled came out, and I was like, who's going to say intellectually disabled? You know, because it's like they're not intellectual. I'm intellectually disabled.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm
intellectually disabled.
Yeah.
It's way off.
I don't know.
They are literally retarded. I mean, that is the perfect word. They
Yeah.
are physically retarded. That's what's going on in the brain.
Yeah, right. But
Make a retardant retard.
Yeah, but intellectually disabled seems to have stuck. And now I say it, I guess. Like if I'm talking to one of them, I go, "Oh, so you're welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. You're intellectually disabled, by the way."
And they would say yes.
They go, "Yes, of course."
What about?
That's actually how I got the job in the first place. We had James Bond on the show a couple weeks ago, so that's
Were
kind
you
of
James Bond?
No. We
came in?
Yeah, we had James Bond.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it was James Bond.
Who was that little melted man that you had?
We had two of them. I don't know which one.
The man who looked like when you take sand and you make a drip castle.
There was two of those guys.
What?
Yeah, one of them is the trumpet guy, and the other one is Gene DiNapoli, the Elvis impersonator.
I don't know which one is which, but I'm gonna have to say solid trumpet guy is the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
This man
Yeah.
is, even if he never touched a trumpet, he's the trumpet guy.
Doug Levison, the trumpet man. But let me finish this anecdote real quick. Yeah, and I'll get back because I got a funny story about him, and then we can go back to you fucking your family members.
All right, we're at Langston, which
Yeah.
is a perfect name for
It's
Down
for
syndrome.
somebody who participates in incest. It's surprising you don't know more about the mentally disabled.
Yeah, I know. I
know,
caught my stepbrother Googling geniuses who fuck their relatives after we fucked.
That's like having unprotected gay sex all the time and being like, "What's HIV?"
What are AIDS? Yeah.
Yeah, what is? I've never heard of
I
HIV.
wasn't getting pregnant.
How do you get HIV?
We're not related by blood. My mom married the mother of the hot kids.
Yeah.
And then I, banged one finally.
Gotcha.
You live together. They're in the other house. I saw him fuck his girlfriend a million times, walked in on it.
Yeah.
He gave me weed, got so
Yeah.
high, then you're getting high for the first time around a
That's
person.
cool.
That's a
You
bonding
just
thing.
fatly peering through the door. While
I was
he's
so
fucking
fat.
his,
I was
like,
so fat.
Just watching him fuck his girlfriend.
That's what's crazy is that he fucked me knowing that I used to be that. That's what's nuts.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
good for you.
continue. Thank you so much.
John Langdon Downs was a scientist in the late 1800s who went to work with the mentally retarded, and that was nobody wanted to do that job. But he spent a lot of time with them, and then he wrote a paper called "The Ethnic Classifications of Idiots." And his theory was that mental retardation is caused by race mixing, like in some point earlier in your lineage, somebody race mixed, and then that produces specific types. And so he had the Negroid type of mentally retarded person. Basically, back then, all science was based on like political cartoons or different, like phenotypes or whatever. It's just people would draw cartoons
A
of each other.
goofy black guy who's also retarded. This is the
Yeah. So Negroid and Mongoloid was the
me.
other one. So the theory was that if you have Down syndrome, it's because somebody fucked a Chinese person way earlier in your family's lineage, and then those genes manifest.
because their eyes are little like that.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
why they thought that.
Yeah, that's how easy it was to be a
That
scientist.
rules. That's
Yeah.
still what we're doing. We're still doing that shit.
Yeah, and then that guy got like the Nobel Prize. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, and I'm going to get in trouble for this one also, but everybody talks about climate change, and I'm like, are you sure we're not just doing Mongoloid again?
I was reading my mom will kill me with it, the National Geographic today, and it was like, this is a whale fin that has been, this whale died of natural causes, but it is said that some whales have died from the earth heating up.
Yeah.
And it is like I read all of it, and none of it was like, this is a definite thing.
What's crazy to me is like, and this is a joke, but also maybe not, because like a couple years ago, it's like Bill Gates, who's like, I'm going to make a machine to control the weather. And people are like, aren't billionaires dumb? He thinks you can do that. And it's like, he thinks what? That people can control the weather? Isn't that the whole theory behind fucking climate change? Is that we change the weather?
Oh wow!
Like
Look at that.
Yeah. So now who's the fucking mongoloid?
Look at that. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
Is that a bit? Are you gonna make that a bit?
No, that's my. These are my actual thoughts. I don't know how to do comedy anymore. I've just turned
I think you
into.
can just say that.
My brain's just like boop, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba, boop, 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 boop,
We
boop. I
change
just
the
have,
weather.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't register as jokes to me anymore. It's just my brain being like, yeah, that's it. That's the way. That's how things work.
Well, you're accidentally shifting the thing as opposed to having intentional effects. Nobody's out there just throwing trash on the ground, being like, "I'm gonna heat this bitch up." You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah.
I'll be here just to write.
Well, that's why now my annoying point. I go into comment sections. I go to New York Times. I'm a prolific New York Times commenter.
Oh my God, this New York Times woman called me. I think she wants me to talk about Louis.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to hear a voicemail? She sounds incredibly New York Times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Say something while I load it.
Okay. Well, Ling Zhao Wei Ha Ba Wei Ah Ming Ah Wei Ah. I'm just doing like Chinese news. Yeah. Beijing markets were suppressed today by the news that.
Also, a very important thing to know is that I've been dodging her. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, yeah, I want to know why.
Jordan, it's Milena calling with the New York Times. Hope you've had a good couple of weeks. Sorry, I've been a little bit out of touch. I was still hoping we could chat at some point, maybe next week. I will follow up with a text, probably easier. Okay, yeah, hope you have a great weekend. Bye.
She says she's been out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
That's some stupid Jedi
Yeah.
NPR shit.
Just celebrating what? Fucking news Christmas? Christmas for news people?
What? She's been out of touch. She's been
Celebrating. Yeah.
reporting on the Santas.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she wants to, trick me and be like, well, how's comedy since the pandemic?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, it's going, and she'll be like, did Louis jerk off in front of you?
They're
You know
all
what I mean?
snakes, dude.
Yeah.
They're all
totally.
snakes, and journalism attracts the most vicious kind of people because no matter what they do, as long as like they're typing, they can justify it as being like, oh, this is for like some sort of greater good.
It is 100% bad now. All of it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's crumbling. Jordan Peterson works for Ben Shapiro. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, but fuck both those guys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He was like a philosopher. He was like
Yeah, he was just some shitty college professor.
He wasn't that shitty. I saw him debate. He was actually kind of smart. Now he's just falling apart, sobbing
Debate
all the
who?
time. Zizek, who's like,
That thing was a clown show.
well, they were just two opposing things. But I thought
But they
it was,
weren't even opposing. It was like just they couldn't
Different.
even agree on basic terms. I
right.
mean,
But Peterson was good at. Zizek speaks in complete gibberish, and I thought Peterson was doing a good job translating what he was saying. He did have. I mean, he did help a lot of incels make their beds. He had points before, but now he's really. I mean, ironically, he's like a trans woman now. I mean, I know he's against it, but he's like sobbing all the time. He's like slowly morphing into an old lady.
it would be very funny if he was like, actually, I'm trans.
It might happen. He's being
Yeah.
quite a little bitch.
And then everyone's just wasted the last 5 years getting mad
Yeah.
at one crazy person. There's been a lot of paying attention to crazy people over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
That kick up. I got sucked into this whole looking into like, so there's the D-trans community, which is like now at sort of like a turning point. Like D-trans, there are people that were trans or got like SRS and now they either regret it or something, and which has to be real.
Yeah.
You know, obviously there's some people that's just the way things work.
I would have been that. I wanted to be a boy so much when I was like 13.
Yeah, there's got to be statistically there's got to be some people that shouldn't be getting SRS that are, and I'm not going to get into a bigger argument about kids or whoever should be getting it, but
Everybody feels the same.
statistically
we all feel the same.
there has to be. And then for a while, or like a couple of years ago, like I remember like looking into it, and there's like those people would be suppressed by at least trans people online or like online mobs because it like delegitimizes, because obviously conservatives are going to latch onto that and say, well, see, people regret it, they shouldn't be getting it, even though it's statistically a small amount. But then you can say, okay, well, statistically trans people in general are a small amount or whatever. But now within even the D-trans community, there's re-trans people
No
that
way.
yes yes
There's D-Rees?
there's de-transitioned people.
No way.
Yeah.
There are people who are like, okay, I want to be a boy, and then they're like, fuck that, I want to be a girl. And then they're like,
Yeah.
no, I actually want to be a boy.
Yeah. They're like, the Dr. Seuss book where people are putting stars on their stomach. Like it's that. But I saw on Twitter, there's, and I don't even know how to not misgender. At the time of this writing, she like posted a poll, and it's like, should I retransition? And it's like they're just going to Twitter and like an Elon Musk, Twitter poll.
They're polling. They're
polling to see if they should get their new genitals removed and put it back on the old hormones from before. And it's I don't know.
It's the same. I mean, that is the same mental illness as the women. I mean, I have friends whose lips are becoming these insane, gobby, insane inflated mouths, and they just keep being like, I hate it, I'm waiting for the Botox to wear off, and then next time I see them it's twice as big. I think it is a similar thing.
Yeah,
I think you get addicted to transforming.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably, because you want to be careful to not say that trans people are just mentally ill. You know, this isn't,
a lot of them are mentally ill.
This isn't 2019. You know, you can't say things like that. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's a certain type of mentally ill person that would be attracted to the attention you would get online, only not because of like changing your gender is like a crazy thing to do, but because right now, if you're a crazy person and you want attention, you can do that online and, you know, you'll get attention for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I also think that there's a lot of women who don't feel like they don't feel like inappropriate. They don't feel like a woman. They don't feel attractive enough to be a woman. So then they just become a man because you can look like a piece of shit. And there are a lot of men who don't feel like who don't feel masculine. So they just transition to be a woman so they can be who they are.
Well, interestingly enough, I guess looking into it, the majority of the people detransitioning are FTM. They're women that became, or they're...
Yeah, women are very impulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's, I don't know, maybe I would say it's more of a passivity thing. Because you're like, oh, I like wearing boys' clothes. And now they're like, let's put you on puberty blockers and cut your tits off.
My friend started taking tea, and they started getting like an angular face, and they're like, this is cool. And then they started getting like a little bit of fuzz on the top lip, and they're like, this is cool. And then their clitoris started getting hard and weird, and they were like, absolutely not. And they immediately stopped taking it and went back.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we just need to cut women's heads off.
I'm saying let women have mustaches and we're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Well, it's saying like most of the problem is in the head area. It's they want their faces to be different, and it's also their dumb brain making them make all these stupid decisions anyways.
Yeah, just get rid
of it. If we can find a way to cut women's heads off, that would be perfect. I think that's the solution to the problem in general.
I think that's it. I think we figured it out.
The guillotine. I'm gonna be like a right-wing guy that likes guillotines. Like,
it's pro-guillotine.
Just joining in those Twitter threads being like, it's the guillotine for these guys.
Remember when there was the head transplant? Did that ever happen?
I don't think so. I think that's like Frankenstein or something.
You remember that when there was like the scientist who was like, we're doing a full head transplant.
I think, did they try it or something? I remember the face transplants are still relatively new.
Right, where the chimp ate that woman's
That
face
seems to
off.
be all they're for is for people who have
chimps.
have chimp attacks.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah.
I feel like there were multiple, or live in Florida.
Is it weird that those stories, and it's not with any other animal, but I hear those and it makes me want to go tear a chimp's face off. They're close enough to us that I'm like, look, they drew first blood. Like if a tiger mauled somebody, I'm not like, I'm going to go kill a tiger. But when I hear about those chimp stories, I'm like, I'm going to go rip a chimp's hands and face off and see how they like it. What?
I just don't feel that way at all.
Oh, all right.
And you saying, is it just me?
I'm sure there's people out there that can relate to that.
Yeah, no, I do get it. It's because they're masquerading
this
as
fucking
our,
nice
children.
lady, yeah, she took care of this chimp for 6 years, buying him fucking Oshkosh and birthday cakes. And then what? She has a friend over one time and he gets jealous. He thought they were dating, so he rips her face and hands off.
It is crazy. And there was something about a driveway or something.
yeah, they were in the driveway. Her friend's on the phone the whole time. At that 911 call where she's like, oh, God. She said, no, he's got her. He's got Travis. No.
I forgot about that.
No, it was her friend. It wasn't her. It was her friend. Her friend came over. She's like, you know too. She's like, I gotta go see this bitch Meredith. She's got a monkey.
She's a monkey.
She's not doing well. Her husband left her for a fucking 19-year-old, and she got a monkey to deal with it. But I just need to show my face. I just need to show my face, and make this lady feel a little bit better.
Did the monkey rip her hands off?
Yeah, they do that. They rip your hands off. Yeah, they do. They rip your face and hands and genitals off.
Stop. How do they rip your hands off?
They're that strong. They just fucking they just rip your hands right the fuck off.
I forgot that it was her buddy came over to see her, and then her chimp got jealous. Everybody think they were dating. Oh
Yeah.
my! I saw a monkey in a restaurant once, and the guy was like, "This is my seizure monkey," and I was like, "What does that even mean?" He was like, "He calls the cops if I have a seizure."
He calls the cops.
But then I was like, "What does he say to the police? What when the police picks up?"
It's just like 911 operator hears monkey noises and the whole SWAT team like assembles. They're like, all right, guys, body cam's off. Let's go. It's time to get to work.
It was such a small monkey with his stupid diaper. It was insane. And he got so mad at me for asking that. And he didn't answer. And I just like stood in front of him waiting for anything. And he didn't tell me.
Was it an Italian guy? Did he have like a little accordion also?
No, I feel like the monkey was like fucking with him and was like taking pens out of his pocket and they get like a little baby. I kind of get it. The wanting to rip the chimp's face off.
Yeah. Yeah, they
I
deserve it.
forgot that he ripped her. I forgot that the buddy came over. That's so funny.
Oh God, he's got her.
That would be the most embarrassing thing. Like besides ripping the face off, like showing your buddy. It's like showing your friend your like dog, and they like keep pissing all over. You know what I mean? That's like, or when your buddy comes over and your parents go, stop showing off in front of your friends.
Yeah, that's kind of why I don't. I'm not that I have anything against dogs, but dog owners are the shittier kind of pet owner between cat and dog owner, because the dog owner, they'll bring their dog over and the dog will just fuck up your house, and they're like, "Hey, bud," and they think it's cute, and it's like, this isn't your son. Like, you could have left your fucking dog at home.
They just get used to that level of embarrassment. A chimp ripping your buddy's face off is your kid asking your unpregnant friend if she's pregnant. She's just a fat lady. That's the equivalent.
Yeah.
When your buddy has a kid and they're like, why do you sound like a boy? You know?
I'm gonna become a chimp guy, and then I'll go over to people's apartments and bring all 7 of my chimpanzees when I come over for a visit.
Trained.
Yeah, with little angel wings, little party monster angel wings on. I've given them all Molly, and I'm like, well, let's get the party started. They're like, this is a Seder. Why'd you bring 7 gay club kid chimpanzees to my Seder?
I hate that they can't see the movement you just made with your arm. And let's get the party started. like there's a door that's just gonna open behind you, and all the chimps will come in. I forgot. Did that happen in Florida, or some guy ate somebody else's face off around that time on bath salts?
Yeah. I think that happened too. There were those zombie people in Florida. I really hated that era of people being like, well, here goes Florida. It's like, you could probably find stories like that in every state. Yeah,
Florida did have a lot of cannibalism happening in one particular year, though, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess so. People just love to hate on Florida. I don't even like Florida, but I feel the need to defend it.
I thought it was hack forever until every single show I've done in Florida was, the worst festival I've ever done. People love Side Splitters.
Really? I'll be at Tampa and I'll be at Side Splitters. Bad club?
That guy, first of all, my like go-to spank bank is that guy, because I go in, he hates me immediately. I have no idea why. I'm like, where's the green room? I was like, do you guys have a green room? And
you masturbate to him cutting checks at the end of the week?
Yes, because he was like, yeah, we have a green room. And then he just didn't walk me to it, and I just had to find it. He's mad because I didn't put Side Splitters on the website. And then at the end of the thing, I was on the phone with somebody, and I was like, this dude fucking hates me. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the trip, he's been mad the whole time. He's like this big guy. He was like, come into my office. And I like walked in. He was like, shut the door. And that moment, I was like, are are me and this dude gonna fuck? And now that is my like go-to is a dude who hates me. Is like, shut the door. You're gonna get punished for not putting this on your website. So I hate that guy, but also every time when I see him, I'm like,
Yeah.
I've jerk off to you every night.
Really, mine is I'm playing a giant organ and I'm surrounded by chimpanzees wearing angel wings,
spanking their bottoms.
Yeah, they're screaming, and I'm playing fucking Bach on a giant organ, and the organ's sucking me off.
Yeah.
It's just the woo, woo, woo. There's a tube.
Yeah.
There's one note I press that sucks my dick on the organ.
The organ sucks your dick, or the
organ does. Yeah, I'm not a fucking freak. I'm not some fucking weirdo. Yeah. Oh, but you were talking about voicemails. That little trumpet guy. He, he did the show, and
that guy.
Yeah, we pay people for doing the show.
Tell Adam that he'll end up looking like that if he doesn't fix his posture.
Oh, Adam knows.
You've told him,
dude. That just the stills. Like, I'll tell you, the funniest part. I like just the stills from the Adam Friedland Show. Watching Adam interview people is much funnier to me than the show itself.
Yeah,
it's just seeing Adam all like crumpled up. Like,
why does he crumple like that?
I don't know, because he's got no bones, dude. We shot a little thing the other day, and he had to take his pants off, and he just has, it's like an aunt's ass.
I want to see his ass.
There's just they've never produced force, his legs. They've only been used for walking.
And have they walked very far?
I don't think so.
What do his parents look like? One is just Gumby.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I guess. His dad's a little stockier than he is. Shorter. Stockier, yeah.
And his mom is like...
His mom looked like him, I think.
Just a wisp.
Yeah, kind of.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty lady. Rest in peace, Evelyn.
Oh, she did die.
She did pass away, yeah.
And he's with his dad now.
In South Africa.
Does his dad have a South African... Can you do South African? South African? Accent?
Yeah, but not right now.
Is that what he sounds like? Is that what the dad sounds like?
Yeah. It's good to see you, Addy.
Wow,
yeah,
no way.
Yeah, he's like that.
He sounds like that? He yells like wild thornberries?
Oh, he's always screaming, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why Adam's always whispering in the low vocal fry.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to sound like that.
Oh, wow, interesting.
But he's talking about voicemails, that trumpet guy. So he did the show, we pay people for doing the show.
It looks like somebody took his spine and pulled it through his ass like it was connected to the top of his head.
It looks like he doesn't have a spine.
That's what I mean. Like it pulled down and crumpled him into a
He looks like
man.
a mascot for pants. He looks like fucking Dockers was like, we need a cartoon character to advertise pants. And it's just
and he would wear the pants, but his face would be out of the crotch.
It's just a talking pair of pants.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
But so that guy, he did the show, and Dave, the producer, he like all the invoices go through Dave now, and he just prints them out and puts them nicely on my desk, and I cut the check from there rather than me having to go through my email looking for invoices. And
who's Dave? Dave's new? No.
Yeah, Dave's the producer. I don't know if you met him or not.
Oh, I saw him in the video with that gun that you point around.
Yes.
Is that gun still there?
Yeah, it is, but I've rigged it up to the spotlight, so wherever I point the gun, the spotlight points.
Did you need something to hold on to so you used the gun?
What do you mean?
Did you need a swivel point so you're like, I'll just put this gun on it? Or did you like think this?
Oh, no, I mean, I just did that as a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I was just bored.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, fucking around with those C-stands and arms is fun. It's like an erector set.
And you can just slide the gun in and then it pincers down on it?
Yeah. Yeah, it just clamps down. You can go play with it if you want.
I do want to play with it.
Yeah, we'll do that later. We'll set that up. But anyways, Doug, Dave tells him, like he leaves and he's like, oh, yeah, check's in the mail. We'll have that sent out to you, shortly. And like the next day, Doug is leaving Dave voicemails. It's like, when you do business with somebody, there is an understanding that there's only one thing that matters, and it's cash on the barrel. And we had an agreement. And my father was a litigator for 50 years, and he's like talking about suing us for not paying him in a timely manner. First of all, everything's like net 30, but like Dave just didn't tell me. He was like, yeah, like Doug's like freaking out or whatever. And I'm like, what do you mean he's freaking out? He's like, I told him we'd pay him, and now he's like, he played the voicemail for me. I'm like, look, this guy's insane. You got to like.
How long did you make him wait?
I didn't make him wait at all. As soon as I found out, I called him and I just Zelled him the money. But I had to talk to him on the phone, and it's like he's just.
He is nuts. He lives
nuts,
in New York.
dude. Yeah,
what is he? He lives in a little house.
Yeah, I guess he lives in Battery Park. Dave went and picked him up.
Whoa, who lives in Battery Park? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's like independently wealthy or something. I think is
Is he going to be mad that you talked about him?
I don't think he's going to listen. I don't think he knows what show he did.
I have a lot of people who owe me money right now. I'd like to say, I have Louis owes me money, the Vice people owe me money, and Corden.
Yeah,
no money came in.
I actually owe a lot of people money, but my printer broke, so I got to wait.
You're pretty good with paying money.
Yeah, right now I can't because the fuser on the cheap Amazon laser printer I bought 10 years ago, it broke. And instead of buying a new printer, I've just completely disassembled that one. And I'm like, I'll just fix the fuser myself.
What's the fuser?
It's a laser printer there's the toner,
yeah,
which is like a wheel with it's just particles. It's ink like particles, like that are just adhered to it. And then there's the drum, which is like, I guess like there's some sort of like photoelectric charge in it.
Yeah.
That's like the like what it gets pressed that is like sent to, I guess, cells or something on the drum that like sucks the ink off the toner, and then that presses onto the paper. And then the final step is that goes through another 2 drums that are heated, and that like melts the ink onto the page. But
crazy! You just order that off Amazon, that whole contraption.
No, I just ordered a laser printer off Amazon years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it's a printer.
I know, but it's just crazy that all of that just gets shipped to your door.
But it's that's just what's
I know.
inside
It just was a whole lot going on, a lot more than I thought.
In a laser printer?
Yeah.
What did you think was happening there?
I don't know. Just printing, just kind of some sort of light going across a page. Ink shows
a little
up.
Keebler elf writing it with a pencil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doug Levinson is in there.
I don't know what I thought. I thought ink just dipped into something and got stamped on.
Can you open the back door? My pants are caught in the feed tray. Excuse me.
Why would your brain immediately Keebler elf?
What's that?
Why did you have Keebler elf so fresh on the mind that was the first thing to come out?
I was thinking about
just a little Keebler elf.
Well, because they're tiny.
Yes,
they live in trees.
Yeah.
I mean, what would fit in? There's only there's maybe 3 things that'll fit inside of a laser printer and do the work: a Keebler elf, a Lego man, a gremlin. What else? What else? A Smurf maybe. What else?
How big is a Smurf?
I would imagine I always have pictured them very tiny. Like
a borrower could get in there.
What is
Remember the Borrowers? Remember that movie?
No.
What? With the big fat guy from Roseanne? Little tiny people under your... It was a great movie. Don't watch it. But it was a great movie.
It's a movie about Adam's stand-up act.
Why?
Yeah, because he steals material.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Does he?
Sort of. Yeah, sometimes.
Just snags it? From you?
From other, in general, I guess.
I heard that Lawrence guy stole one of his closers from somebody.
Lawrence who? Of Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard about him.
Yeah.
I don't know his first name. Mike
Lawrence? Mike Lawrence?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is he even still doing stand-up?
I don't know.
Mike Lawrence, because, he was a comic. That's all he did, but then he got into writing, and then he moved out to L.A. and got married and had a family. Now I think he just wants to write TV shows and have a family.
It is crazy when you see comics at a certain level have a kid, and it just is like you watch just like a death receipt over their life that they have to deny to people. I mean, some people it works out
That's
great.
what we tell ourselves because we don't have families.
No, but some of them you really see
That's my favorite game is sitting around with my sad friends drinking, and you look at a guy who's like smiling with his wife and kids, and you're like, what
pathetic
a
piece
loser,
of shit.
dude.
Yeah.
Look how fucking this guy hates his life.
I just went to an acupuncturist
drinking out of an
who
ashtray.
doesn't have kids, and I was like, I need to have kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. He's like this old Jewish man. He was like, I laid down, and
He's
he was
just
like,
putting needles in your pussy?
he's putting needles in me. He's like, he's literally being like, he's doing muscle testing. So he's asking me, he's like pushing on my arm, being like, are you allergic to insulin? Are you allergic to grass? Are you allergic to whatever? And then he just starts skipping ahead where he goes, is she allergic to anything in book number 1? And I'm like, who are you talking to? And he's like, your inner intelligence. And I'm like, I haven't read that book, dude.
Your inner intelligence?
Yeah, my inner intelligence. It was crazy. And then he starts telling me about how this 34-year-old just dumped him because she doesn't want to have sex with him anymore. And he's like 60 something years old. And then he was like, I never had kids, but there's so many things I would miss out on. And I was like, yeah, like this
Yeah.
craft that you've perfected.
Yeah,
Fuck.
no, that's crazy. I feel bad for that 34-year-old woman.
I know.
That guy just rolling on top of you at 7 a.m. Do you want to have sex?
Yeah.
She's like, no. He's
Old
like, well,
Jewish guy.
off to stabbing people all day.
Yeah.
Off to my stabbing job.
Yeah. You can fix your sexuality with needles.
Real quick, I want to mention this episode is brought to you by the good folks over at Ridge Wallet. RidgeWallet.com, promo code CUMTOWN or CUMTOWN20. I'm going to take a look at their website here. They got a lot of fuck.
You just have empty weapon holsters behind you.
Oh, yeah.
If there were weapons in them, I would feel better about it. But the empty is kind of...
There's a knife around here. There's a couple of guns. Upgrade your everyday carry with the slim, durable, and guaranteed for life Ridge Wallet. Now with the key hider also thingy they got. And they got this. This is a little Caterpillar yellow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tell them to send one.
24 karat gold. It's not yellow, it's gold. And it's next to a ring that does look gold. So that's weird photography.
That's very true.
But I actually like their website a lot. When I had that t-shirts to shop, which will be coming back, I'm going to do a test run and sell the remaining stock of the that Real Monsters guy holding his balls over his head instead of his eyes.
That's what I think Ian looks like, is that guy.
Oh, really?
He looks so much like that monster with the eyes.
He looks like Nigel Thornberry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Remember Donnie? What was that? Was that a racist thing? Remember Donnie?
Doug?
No, Donnie, their little like feral child that was like.
I never watched the show.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Personalize it, make it your own. You can get stuff on here. This guy got Roman numerals. That's pretty cool. What is that? 113 mm. What is that? 2013, right? 2013. 113 2013.
What's happening?
What's the significance of that
okay?
thing? No, look. It says personalize it.
Personalize it. That's his date. That's the date he wants with Roman numerals.
1/13/2013. What happened that day? Yeah, January 13th. This is, again, folks, this is a read for ridgewallet.com.
It's somebody's birthday.
We're, what, in 2013? So you're buying a wallet for a 7-year-old?
Oh, maybe.
January 13th, 2013.
It's for somebody's anniversary.
It's the 13th day in the Gregorian calendar. British troops captured Fort Peter in St. Mary's, Georgia during the War of 1812. So that's not it. Okay, here we go. What happened on this day, 2013? The Golden Globes. It was the day Daniel Day-Lewis won for Best Actor.
Oh,
That's a sort of a weird coded sort of message.
That's cool.
Famous deaths. Rusi Surti, Indian cricketer, who's an Indian slow lefty, did a hat trick.
Are you reading something?
Yeah, these are things that happened on January 13th, 2013.
What is slow lefty? Like a Native American?
Like a retarded communist.
Okay, gotcha.
The guy was like, I just think healthcare is a human right. But he's Indian also. So he died.
Lefty.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Music charts, historical figures. This is a pretty shit website. What happened in the fucking news?
God, somebody commented on my video, no thank you necessary.
All right.
Do you remember that?
No.
That was the first time I did Come Down, and I told a story about this little Down syndrome girl who came up behind me.
Oh,
you said no thank
vaguely.
you necessary. I completely forgot about it, and somebody just randomly commented it. It was such a little Easter egg.
Yeah. Okay, so on January 13th, 2013, Egypt overturns Mubarak's conviction, and India arrests 6 for another gang rape. I love that headline.
Who's writing this?
India arrests 6 for another gang rape. Yet another Indian gang
And
rape.
look at that guy. Look at that guy's face.
Yeah.
It's like a smear.
Now that's an Indian slow lefty if I've ever seen
Yeah.
one.
The left side's slow.
At ridgewallet.com too, by the way. You can get your Indian gang rape wallet customized you can get a customized
Commemorated.
wallet to commemorate the arrest of 6 for yet another gang rape in India at ridgewallet.com.
A lot of gang rapes happening in India?
Yeah, they got watches now. These watches look
Let me
nice.
see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How much is that watch?
Let's see. Shop now. I try not to say any of the prices on the show.
Well, you can tell me in Roman numerals.
It's okay. XXX.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, yeah. XXXLIV.
3.
No. Hold on. XXX LXXI. Oh fuck. Hold on. No, wait. Hold on. XXX XC.
What's C?
Wait. Hold on. No. I did it wrong. So CCC.
What is C?
That's 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So CCC. IC.
395.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
too much.
That's why I don't read the prices. But no, look, they got watches, they got pins, they got bags. I wear the backpack. They sent me the backpack. I've been using it for years.
How much is a wallet?
The wallet, that depends.
My wallet is a paperclip right now. It's a problem.
Yeah, no, the Ridge wallet is great. I love the Ridge wallet. I use it every day. I use the backpack every day. This is the best travel. I pack all my shit on there. I travel with that. I go do a weekend on the road. I get everything I need. One extra pair of underwear. Fucking Caro's LBJ biography.
Yeah.
No toothbrush. That's it. That's everything
That's
I
it?
need. Yeah.
It fits in there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They got a lot of these. We got the Royal Black gunmetal, carbon fiber 3K, forged ember.
All right.
Yeah. Forged Pacific, red carbon.
Let me see Forge Pacific.
Porridge Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
I
good.
like the carrot gold one.
I like them. I'll just email them and see if they'll just I can hook it up for you.
Hell yeah.
Because I had a bunch of them. Mike Racine would ask for them. Mike Racine hounded me for a Ridge wallet.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, can I get one of those wallets?" And I gave it to him. But it was always like, I'm by your house. If I could come by and get the wallet, like that kind of.
Wow.
And then I gave him the wallet. I only had a couple of them, and I was giving them to the family as gifts and stuff. But whatever. I like Mike. I'll give him a wallet. So I gave him the wallet, which I wouldn't even.
He gave it to somebody else.
I wouldn't even mention this. No, I think he threw it away.
No, he did not.
And then he goes on stage talking about how much he hated it, and then he disparages me by name for giving it to him.
No, he does not.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And
That's
it's
a mongoloid.
Well,
That's
hold on.
the
And because
definition
I'll
of
say this in defense of Ridge wallet, the reason Mike hates the Ridge wallet is because it reminds him he doesn't have any fucking money to put in there.
Yeah. It does have a certain width to it.
Yeah,
in
right.
order
He
to-
can't handle that. He needs a shitty old wallet that's filled with pictures of other Italian people.
He needs a wallet that is contained by more just wallet.
Yeah.
That's all that's in the
He
wallet.
needs something that gets as fat as he does.
Yeah.
With fucking receipts.
Yes.
With receipts. He thinks.
We should just call him Mike Receipts.
Yeah.
Elizabeth and Mike Receipts.
Yeah, I gotta pay. I might have to Venmo him after this because I owe him some money. I can't get that printer going. But anyways, ridgewallet.com. Use promo code COMETOWN or COMETOWN20. You get some kind of discount, shipping, something like that. I am interested in these pens. I got a lot of pens. Yeah, lots of different kinds.
Our
of pens.
ad person gave me AirPods.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that's crazy.
Right before Christmas, perfect gift to give to somebody. I kept them.
Patreon, which by the way, if you enjoy the Adam Friedland Show, we're branching out into YouTube. We got Kyla posting clips on there because a lot of people don't know this is a talk show now. And there's 4 or 5 episodes you can watch that are on the Patreon.
They're so good.
You can find clips of the show on YouTube if you'd like. You go to youtube.com/The Adam Friedland Show. I think there's some on there. But if you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/TAFS and sign up. There's multiple tiers because right now I think the only benefit to signing up, you get to see the links where they're posted immediately, but also you can get your name in the credits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because somebody rips them all off and puts them somewhere else.
There's got to be a way to incentivize the thing, more in line with the credits thing.
People will pay money on your Patreon if you put up clips that you don't put online of your stand-up.
No, I'm not putting my stand-up on the Patreon.
Okay, what if you put bloopers?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Bloopers would be great.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I would pay for bloopers.
The fact when we made $200 on the Cumtown Patreon, I was like, what?
I don't have any sense of money.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, it is crazy.
And then to think that it grew to where it did, it's like I don't get it. I don't understand anything.
I know one of my moms was like, "Should I get the Patreon?"
People will criticize me about the
no.
show. They'll be like, "Nick has no business sense." It's like, yeah, no shit. I'm not a fucking businessman.
Yeah, the tiers and everything. They're like, we need to organize tiers
Yeah.
of Patreon.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit around and be like, hey, Bill Gates is really bad at doing impressions of Indian people. That's not his thing. That's not the thing that he does.
It's kind of fun, though. I said I would bleach my asshole on the Patreon.
Yeah?
I would bring the camera crew in, not to show my asshole, but show me getting it bleached. I
You
think everybody should bleach their asshole
You
once
should get
in
it
their life.
airbrushed by like a Latina.
Like what? Like a
Like-
Miami?
You know, like
T-shirt?
Elmer Fudd with like a fucking beanie and a Pendleton.
Oh,
on.
like put the bleach only in special
Yeah,
parts?
No, initially I was thinking just painting the asshole white with an airbrush gun, and I was imagining like a chola doing it.
Oh, like a paint, car
Yeah.
paint.
And then now I'm imagining Elmer Fudd
I'm imagining them
being like, "You'll
chip
put-
painting off the like, dark purple asshole color, revealing the white baby pink.
Oh, like power wash.
Power washing
Yeah,
my
yeah.
asshole to have Tweety Bird or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I was laughing. Imagine a professional VO actor, but like all he does is like fart noises. Like he makes the best fart noises, and so it's just some schlubby guy in like just like a shitty white Joe Boxer T-shirt and like gray sweatpants.
The professional.
But he's got like a scarf on.
Yeah.
Like he's like from the neck up. He's like Lee Camp.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Little fedora, and he goes into the VO office, and they're like, "So good to see you again, Mark." He's like, "Hey, how you been?" And he goes in
He
the
does
booth.
warm-ups and stuff.
Right, he goes in the booth, and then they just have like a very expensive microphone. He just pulls his pants down and puts his asshole directly up to it. And
He's the fart guy out of his asshole.
out of his asshole, yeah. And he's
Yeah.
and then an engineer being like, "Okay, really good, really good. Let's go again. And can you slate again? I'm sorry, but let's go again and maybe like like
We want a little squeak. We
Yeah.
want one squeak and then a long.
yeah, and then, but like think about like you love Cheerios. You love Cheerios while you're so excited to eat the Cheerios that you're shitting yourself. Got it. Okay, we'll go again. Hi, this is Mark, and I'm shitting for Cheerios. Shit to believe.
5'7",
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? That was your impression of a fart
Yeah,
noise.
yeah. That's actually because
Is
I just spent
Scooby Doo
I just
being
spent 3
surprised?
days, 3 days with my mother, who farts in vowels like that. It is in. I will hear her downstairs, and it's like, it's crazy. And the only person I know who farts like that is my roommate Mike Rowland. And one time I had them in the house at the same time, and they were having full conversations through farting. I couldn't get up because I was laughing too hard the entire time. It was one was downstairs, one was upstairs, and they were just. There's something wrong with their assholes.
That is truly disgusting.
They're splayed. There's something wrong. There's some way that they're washing their assholes, or they're sticking their fingers in. There's something is spreading it, and that is what's coming out of them. It's the craziest thing I've ever
I was
heard.
a kid. This is how fucked up my brain is. I used to wonder if other races farted like they had accents out of their asshole also.
Yeah.
Like Chinese people would be like, "Bwah." You know what I mean? Bwah. Like even I'm like, "Wah." Like. But no, that's not.
Do a Mexican one? Oh, the Mexican one? Maybe? And the black guy?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just DMX. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Hey, that's good for me. Oh, boy.
It's just Little John. What?
Yeah. Okay. It's just Chris Tucker being like, "Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my ass?"
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it does make you wonder. Like Curtis Mayfield probably had nothing but squeakers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Baby. You would say baby. Yeah. Baby. Oh, Curtis is here. Curtis, is that you? Curtis, get in here. I didn't know shit. You went to Taco Bell.
That's so good. My niece is ripping ass now, and it is the funniest thing because her ass is that they have this little dog and this little girl, and the girl will just fart right on the dog's face. It's the best.
And just what the dog feels disrespected, or the dog?
The
likes
dog's
it?
like ears go back just a little bit, and it's enough to have me just down on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really it's funny when you can elicit an emotion of like offense from an animal. Yeah. That's always the funniest thing in the world. Like managing to like, sometimes I'll be able to say something to my cat that'll like get her, and she'll be like shocked and insulted. And I know she can't understand, but
I was telling my mom about how funny it was that you live in this apartment that was like crazy at one point, and you with your spider brains in there, but then you just had the most delicate, sweet butler woman of a cat who just and she's like so dangerous. She's like a cat that your like sweetest aunt would have, and you're such a crazy person. And I'm like, what is this cat? Is amazing. What's her name? You're like, doesn't have a name.
Yeah, no, she just lives there.
She's the best.
Yeah, no, she's a good cat. Yeah, it's winter
But it's
now.
like you're her cat.
She looks abused now because in the winter, she spends all of her time just in one tiny corner in the living room.
She's so cold.
Well, there's a pipe. Yeah, I don't have a thermostat. The downstairs neighbors control the heat.
You can't feel?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, but there's
I see.
a pipe for the radiators.
Yeah, I know the pipe, the danger pipe.
Yeah, the hot
the
pipe.
one that has killed babies in New York before.
Yeah, so she just sits by that all day long.
You should get her a little bed. Did you have a
I
little?
did. I put a little cushion down for her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she can sit by her danger pipe. Or so they say.
They're fucked up. The pipes are fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you had sex with your stepsister, right?
No, not at all.
Oh. You think it's fucked up to have sex with it? What if you're not?
As late as you told me, like you said, because
What
I
do
was
you mean? It would be better if I was 13?
I would imagine that's when you make a mistake like that as a 13-year-old.
No, you think about it forever. You live, and then you come to age, you get attractive, then you're not a mall goth anymore. You think that's fucked up?
Yeah, I mean, well, look, if you're fucking sitting easy with it.
What if somebody was like, I'm in love with this person, and we found out that we're cousins?
The cousin thing's fine. First
They're
of all,
blood related.
that's the story of Europe.
That is
We wouldn't be speaking this language right now if it weren't for people fucking their cousins.
I'm convinced that there's some sort of incest going on in Missouri.
And that's the thing. These people used to disparage West Virginia or Arkansas by saying that they're like cousin fucking states. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry that they carry on the tradition of the continent. What am I supposed to laugh at them next for? Listening to Mozart?
You can't do that. That's like if I went out downstairs to that black dude who's in the front hallway, put a chain around his neck, and I was like, what? What? You want me to stop doing what we've been doing?
Why? Because it's slavery?
Yeah, because you're saying that because it happened long, long ago when people couldn't travel to a different family's house, that it's okay for Hicks.
No, they would arrange it. They would have wars over it. I mean, all the royal houses were based on cousin fucking.
What do you mean?
That's what would maintain the order in the continent forever, is they would arrange marriages between cousins.
Oh, I see. You're saying that something that is so repugnant now was something that was like a mark of...
Yeah.
Yes. I forget the guy who does this. I can't even believe it's his job. He just goes and interviews fucked up people. But he went to like an incest house, like a really hick one. And it is the most fucked up shit I've ever seen. I mean, it's a whole family. One of the guys is so inbred that he just can only mimic the dog. Like every time the dog barks, he barks. It's crazy. And by the end of the episode, he like talks a little bit, but then the more that the guy probes, the more he starts turning into a dog. It's really fucked up.
And he's a product of incest?
Oh yeah, they all are.
What's the name
Their
of
eyes
that?
are like hanging out of their heads.
It's a book and it's a film. Roses in the Attic. About the incestuous brother and sister.
I don't know it. I will watch it. That's like my...
Is it? No, Flowers in the Attic. Flowers for Algernon?
There's the Ballad of Jack and Rose or something where dad fucks his kid.
What, from Titanic?
Yeah.
Roses in the Attic. Yeah, it's roses in the attic. I'm pretty sure. Flowers in the attic.
I always think it's surprising that more brother and sister don't do fucked up shit. Like once you get to puberty and you just know that dude over there has a dick and you have a vagina, why does that not happen more? It probably does happen more and people don't talk about it and then they just...
Wait, hold on. Is there incest in this? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Blood of the Volsungs.
What's that?
It's a short story by Thomas Mann.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
And that has incest in it?
Blood of the Volsungs. But why do I think why did flowers in the attic? Both enter puberty while their twins are still... Oh, yes. No, sorry. Kathy and Chris develop so that it's about orphan children that live in the attic. And a year later, Kathy and Chris have both entered... You're going to get, like, horny off this, I know.
Totally.
But a year later, Kathy and Chris have both entered puberty while the twins are stunted from inadequate nutrition and lack of sunlight. With no other outlets, Kathy and Chris develop a romantic and sexual attraction toward each other, though they do their best to deny their feelings. The grandmother catches Chris staring at a half-dressed Kathy and punishes the children by cutting off their food supply for over 2 weeks. While the children pray, their mother will reappear in time to save them. On the verge of starvation, Kathy and Chris decide to escape with the twins. They'll find help, but before they go through the plan, the grandmother begins bringing food again, including a rare treat of powdered sugar donuts. Constant illness, year passes. You guys escape. You're winning sculling you. Next one, you hit me. There's something else. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yes. One night, Kathy discovers her sleeping stepfather and kisses him. When Chris learns of the kiss, he rapes Kathy in a fit of jealousy and rage. So that's like, that's right up your alley.
That's great. It's rape and incest?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Flowers in the attic.
Yeah. I'm going to be watching that with my flower in my attic. Tell you what.
Damn.
Rape with I mean, that's ideal.
Yeah.
That's everything you want.
Just having to read that, I feel like I'm going to have a fucking stroke.
Just because you had to read?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting like hot flashes or something.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It is hot.
It's way hot, and I don't know how to layer properly, so
Yeah.
I'll wear like.
Nick is taking off a fleece and revealing a.
I'm completely nude. Underneath.
What is that? What do you have there?
It's just a sleeveless T-shirt.
Is it a band?
Yeah.
Which band?
It's In Sync.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, you remember them?
I see the guys. Yeah.
Yeah, Joey Fatone. I was a big
yeah.
Joey Fatone fan. I was a huge Lance Bass fan until I found out he was gay. And that kind of destroyed my
Really?
world. Yeah.
It can really fuck you up.
Why? I used to
That's how I
drive
felt about my mom.
the fucking F-350 with dualies covered in Lance Bass.
You did not.
Yeah, covered in Lance Bass stickers.
How old are you?
13.
Old.
I started driving early. I passed the test early. So
Oh, okay.
I was driving it I started driving when I was 8, and then I got my learner's permit when I was 9, like way ahead of everybody else. And then
They can't give it to you if you're not.
Yeah, no, I did. I proved it. And I had So when I was
You showed them your dick. Look at this.
when I was 9
at
years
this dick.
old, when I was 9 years old, yeah, to the head covered in pubes, just reverse pube situation. And I'm like, have you ever seen anything like this? Give me a driver's
You
license.
just pull your dick out. Help.
I need an F-350 with dualies, and I covered it in Lance Bass stickers and a bunch of racist stuff also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the only thing I'd break for is taking a break from beat my wife to say racist stuff, pal. And then I found out Lance Bass was gay, and I donated the car to Israel.
Oh, to ISIS.
To Israel.
To Israel.
Cars for Kids, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's really nice of you.
Yeah,
they have Lance
yeah.
Bass now. They like him. They don't know he's
Yeah.
gay.
Oh, Lance Bass.
What about the guy who his car got sold, and ISIS had it, and his car company was on the side of it? That was a real thing.
That's news to me.
And somebody saw it on the news and was like, "Fuck you, Dave.
I want to get a job on CNN or Fox News as a
I want to do ISIS.
primetime anchor, and then after every story I go, that's news to me.
That is pretty good.
That's gonna be my catchphrase.
God, the catchphrase. Ian was convinced he had a catchphrase in that hot dog suit, and he kept trying to make it work. It was wild. And
Ian's got to be the dumbest guy we know. Ian's truly, I mean, of all, in the world of comedians, which are pretty dumb people, Ian's got to be the dumbest.
I'm also realizing I am very dumb.
Yeah,
There was some word I was trying to write the other day, and I was like, "This is drawing." I wrote drawing with an L 9 times.
Drawing?
Yeah.
No.
It was nuts.
That's all right. I make mistakes like that all the time.
I think we might be stupid.
But yeah, we're stupid, but we're not I'm going to get a hot dog costume and say cowabunga. And that's gonna be my ticket out.
I can't tell if I'm stupid. Some people are like, "You're so smart," and then other people are just shocked at how dumb.
Yeah,
I
but the
am.
people that tell comedians that they're smart are like they're
other comedians.
barely functioning.
Yeah.
like people.
I know somebody came to a show and they're like, "That was genius," and I was like, "You have to do more stuff." Dude.
Right. You're like, what do you do for a living? They're like, I watch the security cameras at Shoppers Food Warehouse.
Yeah, totally.
Do you catch anybody? Never once.
Not
Never.
once, but you're something.
Yeah, you're a genius, though.
I'm trying to. There was another stupid thing that I did. I can't remember. No, I think I'm getting dumber by the second. I mean, I was trying to read that National Geographic, and it was so tough.
It's just pictures of titties.
It's just pictures of seals and titties.
What do you mean
That's
you
it.
tried to read the National
I
Geographic?
just can't focus on reading things that are I mean, I can read nonfiction, but if it doesn't pertain to something I'm interested in now, I can't do it. I'm like an old man.
I mean, I can only read nonfiction at this point.
Yeah, fiction, I feel the same way, but I have to be interested in the nonfiction.
I've been reading I started that Caro LBJ series, and he's like amazing. I wish I'd read it years ago.
What is LG? What is it?
Lesbian, bisexual
Oh,
Johnson.
okay. That's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah, what is it? He's the 37th president?
Oh, now you're doing the whole thing where you're eventually going to get into World War II and then you'll be...
No, World War II
Louis.
is for fucking losers, dude.
People really love it.
Guys that like World War II are not into history.
Yeah, it's just an easy soap opera.
Yeah.
It's just a very easy thing to follow. People were like, dude, I saw a Vietnam veteran on the train today, and he had a prisoner of war pin missing in action, and he just was the coolest looking dude I've ever seen. Just this gnarly black guy wearing all black, nice clothes, and then he was just next to this gooey, autistic, fintech monster, and it bummed me out so much. And I could see this black guy just looking at this guy, and he's like holding his phone in his
Do you know if he
flipper
was...
hand.
Because black guys can get away with stealing valor. They can
No,
pretend.
you could see he was proud. Like he had other badges, and it was like a veteran.
The video I want to see is a Wigger veteran calling out a black guy for stealing valor.
A Wigger veteran
Like a Wigger white guy
who's
veteran.
truly a veteran.
Who's actually, he was in Iraq. He's like, yo, son, my friends died in Fallujah. And now you going around looking like this. Bro, that ain't cool with me.
I don't think they're veteran Wiggers.
Yeah,
we'll
no.
find him.
Yeah.
We gotta find him.
But that's when I have my British satirical television series, that'll be our sketch.
That's so good. The guy yelling at the legless black guy.
Yeah, we thought about it, and it's like, because the irony.
The irony, I see.
It's the irony of it is you got this man, and he's acting like he's a Caribbean.
What is going on with the white World War II veterans? Where are they? Dead.
I think that now, there can't be that many of them left.
The black guys last longer. That's why you see way more of them. You think
World
it's
War
stolen valor.
II black guy veteran? You mean Vietnam?
Vietnam black guy veterans.
Vietnam guys are still alive.
Where are the white Vietnam veterans?
I think they all were
I've seen them.
homeless.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
They were in Vegas.
Well, they're all bikers.
We would point at them and go, Nick Mullen. That was a fun thing.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I had so much fun. My memory of that weekend is that I sat at Dick's for 12 hours.
You did. With
Yeah.
the bartender ripping on you.
Yeah.
We had the one server who couldn't make fun of you because I think he was a fan.
No,
Remember that guy?
I charmed him.
But you wanted
That's
to get,
my
you
version.
wanted to get your feelings hurt
Dude, I was
so
like,
bad you couldn't do it.
I talked to like Adam, Adam, I don't want to put him on the spot, but he'll talk about girls.
He's not here.
I know, but whatever. He'll talk about girls, and he's like, isn't it like it's like hotter to like trick a woman into sleeping with you with your like personality? And me, never. Always
That's just dating a woman.
Well, that's charming people, and I'm not a charmer. I'm not like I like to put in no work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
outright
like,
with it.
Yeah, like, do you want to date? And they're like, yes. And then that's it. Another autistic person. That's perfect for me. But he's like, you want to like charm someone, or like, that you attained something or got something. That's the way he describes it. And I don't have that instinct.
You don't have to do that. You're not Adam.
But
You don't have goo bones.
Going to Dick's Last Resort and charming the waiters so they can't be mean to you
that
anymore.
was crazy. He would short circuit every time. He'd be like, "You little," And then finally, when we paid the check, he was like, "All right, you guys, thanks so much for coming in. You guys enjoying the festival?"
Yeah. No, just being like, you're doing an awesome job, man. The whole time, just buttering them up until they can't do it anymore.
That was so funny. And somebody put that the thing on an Asian kid and had some Asian slur on it.
Yeah, no, it just said Asian slur. It said something like that.
It said something like that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I'll find the video. That was nuts. Mm-hmm. And then ours was like, our pussies are huge or something. That place rules.
Yeah, I love Dick's Last Resort. Every business, there should be that. There should be a Dick's version of every business.
I just found you in there just sitting at the bar, and that woman was just throwing plastic cups at your face, at your dead face.
Yeah. That was the height of the laryngitis too.
Laryngitis. One of your eyelids was coming down.
That whole weekend, I sounded like a black guy's asshole. That's how bad the laryngitis was.
Just, yeah, your voice was fucked up, but you could do Alec Baldwin. Can you do it still now?
No, I mean I can approximate it, but I was Alec Baldwin for like 2 weeks.
That's great. I love when I lose my voice and you have the Tara Reid slut voice. You immediately become a whore.
I've never had. That was the first time I ever had it.
Oh wow!
I guess I can try it. I was. I love Dick's Last Resort. No, I can't do it.
That was good.
This restaurant. No, I can't. There's like something else. Like it was just further down in my throat.
Yeah.
This restaurant has raised over $150 million for retarded people. Yeah, it's just not there. It's not. There's like an extra.
I need to hear his voice. I need to hear his voice.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers.
What a crazy fucking career this man has had.
Alec Baldwin? Yeah. I love him. I don't care that he murdered that lady in cold blood.
He was doing a bit.
Yeah.
It was a good bit.
It was funny.
Let's hear him. Oh, he's got eye pockets that are really...
Yeah.
Keep coins in them. Look at those eye pockets.
Yeah. I mean, I look like that now.
There's all kinds of civil litigation, and I felt there were a number of misconceptions.
Oh, okay. It's a little more effeminate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to be warm and apologetic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Civil litigations. I was wearing a diaper at the time. And I don't think that has been taken into account in a lot of the reporting about the incident.
What did he do? He fired a blanketer?
He fired a gun. But it really, from what I've read, I mean, we've mentioned it on the show plenty, but it really doesn't seem like it was his fault. There was, like, I guess, like some PAs or something took guns from the set and went off set and, like, loaded live ammunition in them and were, like, shooting cans.
Oh, yeah.
And then a gun wasn't properly cleared when it was brought back on set. It wasn't like
Ian. That's Ian's future.
Yeah.
That PA who puts that.
Ian, you've ruined my life.
You're doing the inner world.
No, I'm doing Alec Baldwin.
No, because you're dropping at the end. And
Alec Baldwin. Is that it? Is that it? No?
Don't just lift your head up further.
Alec Baldwin?
Because it has like a...
Have you ever heard Curtis Mayfield's ass?
Ass. I think it has like a little thing at the end.
Ass.
Ass.
Ass. Is that it?
Okay, go again, because now I'm picturing go again.
Ian, have you ever seen Curtis Mayfield's ass?
Softer S's.
Ian, have you ever seen Curtis Mayfield's ass?
That is good. That was better. I think it's quite... I think it's a little gay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Curtis Mayfield's ass?
His ass. You know, when I was doing Michael Douglas, I had to figure out that he pronounces A's as E's.
Who?
Michael Douglas. It's like it's not really intuitive. Like when he doesn't go like, "Do you want to see my ass?" He doesn't say that. He goes, "Do you want to see my ass?"
I don't know who Michael Douglas is.
What do I have to do? Pull my pants down and show you my ass?
Wait.
Show you my ass? You want to see my ass? You want to fuck my ass? You know Michael Douglas.
Let me see him. Tell me what he's in.
You want to fuck my ass?
Dude, I don't know anybody. Oh, yeah, Michael Douglas. Wow, yes, good. I just found out that the Foo Fighters lead singer was the drummer of Nirvana. I had no idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl?
It was awful. I was hanging out with my favorite hardcore band, and it was unveiled that I didn't know that. Humiliating.
What
I don't
was
know
your favorite
anybody.
hardcore band?
It was Incendiary.
Oh, okay.
Great band.
And then you were like humiliated, and then you had to go run off to
They were
masturbate.
they were making fun of how little shit that I knew, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you don't know that the Foo Fighters," and I was like, "What? He is?" And they were like, "Please stop." And I was like, "It's true, it's real." The hardcore thing is funny because then halfway through the set, they're like, I'm gonna rape your mother and start a revolution, but then they're like straight edge. So then they'll be like, "All right, we're gonna stop the show and." If you guys want to donate, all of the merch money goes to Briar Patch Little Lamb Farm. It is, and then they go back and they're like, "Fuck your mom's asshole." It's nuts.
Were they friends with Dave Grohl?
No, not friends.
Have you ever met Dave Grohl?
No, have you met Dave Grohl?
No.
Why would I meet Dave Grohl? I didn't even know who he was.
I'm just trying to ask.
I met Kid Rock with Louis. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, I was on tour with my feature Jake. Jake leaves
Jake who?
Velasquez.
Oh.
Very good comic. Adorable. The best.
I don't know. Have you met Jake Silberman?
No.
He moved here from Portland a couple months ago, and he texted me. But he's a monster.
Really?
Really good comic. Yeah.
I've heard his name a bunch.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jake was like, they were like, we're going to let a couple fans back here if that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Then Jake left. Woman comes in. I think there might have been a little touch of the downs. I know that I'm sensitive to that, but I really
At the
think
Kid Rock concert?
No, not Kid Rock, at my show. And then she punishes me forever. She just like talks to me for days and days and days. I can't get out of it. Jake comes back in. I'm like, fuck you for leaving. I hate you. You can't leave. And then with Louis, we're at the Grand Ole Opry. Louis is like, Bargatze's there, and he's like, I am with Kid Rock. But then Kid Rock proceeds to bring in like a massive entourage of people. Kid Rock came in, introduced himself as like Bob or something, and I truly was like, oh shit, I think I know you as one of the, and I realized I like thought he was like a homeless person I'd like seen before. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then he
lives there, right?
Yeah. And he had this entourage of like women that were like, you'd be like, I think they might be hot, and then you got close and realized they were very old. Really scary group. And I left, and then they just punished. I mean, they just. Or Kid Rock was being like, you talk about politics. How come you don't talk about this whole thing going on with Trump? And Louis was like truly trapped in the seventh circle of hell, and I abandoned him, and he was really mad at me.
That's not your fault.
I know, but there is a true thing that if you dip out.
Honestly, too, Louis probably deserves to be cornered somewhere and forced to listen to somebody jerk themselves off in one way or the other.
I would rather have somebody rape me in my ass than have all of those people being like, so why don't you cover hard-hitting topics on your stand-up? Rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kid Rock, entourage of people. Very strange ranger. Very small.
Yeah, I would try to make it even worse for him. Like, have you ever considered, why don't you ever think like Kid Rap?
Rap.
That makes more sense to me.
That's what we should have done. He probably did do something like that.
Did you have to think about whether to call yourself Kid Rap instead of Kid Rock?
You're doing Kid Rock talking to Kid Rock.
Yeah. Have you ever? What was that decision like? Next time Adam takes a vacation, I'm gonna try and get big guests and
you can get Kid Rock.
I'm gonna get Kid Rock on. And I'm gonna interview him and be the dumbest talk show host of all time.
Yeah, but then you're just Z-Way.
I don't know who Z-Way is.
Z-Way is the like, I don't even know what she's doing, if it's ironic or not. It is ironic, but she just asks questions.
That's the other thing too. Now, not only am I old and I don't pay attention to anything, but now all the names are like, I have no idea. Is this even a person? Z-Way could have been a robot invented by Honda that just asks people questions.
Totally.
With that, I hear that name, I don't imagine a gender, a race. I have no fucking context.
I think she's like a black woman who's married to like a white guy. Probably.
This is news to me because that was like a big
Chet
question
Hanks. You know
mark.
Chet Hanks?
Yes, Tom Hanks' son.
Who talks in whatever it's called.
He's a veteran.
Yes, right. And yeah, he goes on. He's the best guest that she's ever had because she was like, it's not okay that you speak with a Jamaican accent. And he was like, why? She was like, you really don't see why? And he was like, no, it's my favorite thing to do. And
It's the only thing I do all day long.
He's the best.
What am I going to do? Be like, I'm ready to do my taxes. I love when white guys do the black guy doing a white guy. That's my retrans.
That's your retrans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Chet Hanks videos for so long that I got on stage and broke into full Jamaican for like 5
minutes. A 32-year-old guy recovering from being a wigger, and he has to relearn how to talk white. And he's like, well, it's a beautiful day here at McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I'll have the hash browns and a coffee.
A white guy code switching back to code switching.
And they're like, why are you talking like that, dude? And he's like, I'm trying to escape my past.
I live with black guy, white guy. Black guy comes in, white guy starts talking in full black guy.
Really?
And then I walk in and they both short circuit because the black guy has to code switch to me and the white guy does, but they both know that they were just talking in full black.
I turn into like an 80-year-old when I have to talk to black people.
Like my mom who accidentally said colored the other day.
No, not in that way. But I'll be like, well, how you doing, fellas? You know, like I become like an old timey, like a soda jerk guy. I don't know why.
Because you don't want to go. You don't.
Yeah.
Wanna, the worst thing to do is to slip.
Yeah.
Is all of a sudden get the.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh gosh.
Yes, golly, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
gee.
That's what you have to do.
Gee Willikers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavens to Betsy.
That's very close to saying the N word, though.
Yeah.
You'll just slip into that.
Yeah.
You're trying so hard to not talk black that you call me N word.
Yeah. Now,
There's nothing less attractive than when you're dating somebody and then a black guy comes in and they start switching. You're like, it's over.
I got in trouble for it when I worked at the car dealership. We had a hotline, so like everybody's phone in the office would ring, and whoever got the phone first, that was your sale. So I got the phone. They record your calls, and my boss called me into the office one time. He's like, "I want to play 2 calls for you, okay? And we'll listen, and I'll tell you what the problem is."
Oh my god!
So they had me in the first one. It's like clearly some white lady. I'm like, "Yes, we certainly do have a CRV on the lot, and if you want to come by, we can set up a test drive. No pressure, but." It's like pretty aggressively priced, so it might go pretty quick. So if you can come by today, I'll be here all day, whatever. And then some guy calls in, he's like, "Yeah, I'm calling about the Lincoln Navigator," and I was like 18 or whatever, so I'm like, "Yeah, I got you."
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But hold on, I came into that from like selling phones and selling Nextel phones, and so I would do that at work because I had to. That's how you got sales. So I'm like, yeah, this is how you sell shit to black people.
But somebody playing back those
playing back
recordings
me
is
doing
the meanest thing you could ever do to somebody.
He's like, this is highly unprofessional. I'm like, I'm meeting him where he's at.
What a joy to be that boss, though.
Dude,
to
the
be like,
line,
I'm gonna bring this kid
when
in
I sold
instead of
Nextel phones and you get some fucking guy with tattoos on his face and you go like, "Look, man, we're all out here." I would say that. Then
Still
you got
pronouncing
it.
it correct. We're all out.
We're all out here, dude. We're all out here together. So I'm not gonna fuck you. I'm not gonna fuck you over. I promise you. This is the deal.
Oh God, it's bad.
I'm not gonna say ouch you. That's not happening.
Managers do it.
Yeah.
Managers will switch with their black clients. Oh, one of my old managers, I heard him pick up a call from what's the black guy's name from Curb?
Michael Jordan.
JB Smoove.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he picked up the call while I was in the office. And I mean, this is like a 55-year-old Jewish man and dropped fully into black voice. It was unreal. It was crazy. Like, "What's up, Smoove?" And I was like, "No, we can't. I can't work. I can't."
The first manager I ever had, he sent me an email where he used the word ballin'. He was like,
Yikes.
Ball, all capital letters, ballin' or something like that. And I was like, yeah, thanks for the help, but I don't think we can work together anymore.
It's crazy.
I was like, I'm just done with this.
I love immediate deal breakers like that. One time I was laughing so hard on a train with this dude. I couldn't, because we got on the train, big fat guy wearing a tiny helmet. And we got on the train and the guy I was with said safety first. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't control myself. I was laughing so hard. And the second we got off the train, he was like, "I don't think we should see each other anymore." And I was like, "Yeah, touche." And I couldn't. The guy was wearing a helmet on the train, huge fat guy. He kept falling asleep and his head would tip and the helmet would hit just the side of the train.
I saw the fattest guy in the world on a crane. Yeah, this was months ago. He was on it was a truck that has a crane attached to it, and like he was sitting in like the control chair on top of the crane, and I mean you're gonna love it. I mean you got to see this guy. It's unreal how fat this guy was. It's gonna take me a minute to find it though. So sorry everybody, but I gotta show you this on this audio podcast, this picture of a fat guy that Jordan may or may not laugh at and that you guys will not be able to see.
How fat is he?
I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to love this.
You never see fat old people. That is a real thing. They die quick.
Yeah, because you're not, I mean, that's like you're really doing damage to your body being fat as shit for an extended period of time. It's like being on drugs.
Have you fucked a big fat lady?
All right. I guess not really. I mean, sort of. Here, look at this guy.
Where is he? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He has a fat roll around his head.
Yeah. No, this guy's easily 500-600 pounds.
Oh my God. And he's plopped up on the highest point of the tallest vehicle in a tiny chair.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he was just working these controls and spinning around the whole time. The chair like moves while he works the crane.
He lives up there. You bring him food up there. He's the king.
Yeah. No.
How did he get down?
I don't know. I saw it. I'm like, this is unreal.
I can't believe we have the TV show My 600,000 Pound Brother or whatever it is.
What
is it? My 600
There's a lot of them now.
Wife. That's crazy.
The 1,000-pound sisters. There's now the 1,000-pound friends.
1,000-pound people.
Together, they're 1,000 pounds. But even on My 600-Pound Life, like that was the title of the show when they started it. And then half the time now they're like, they bring the little doctor and he's like, we weighed you, 897 pounds, and we have to get you down to 780 pounds, or we cannot do the surgery. But every day you do this, you kill yourself. Every day you do this, you do damage to your body, and you will die.
What? Are you thinking of one particular person?
No, that's how he talks.
All of the doctors are like that?
Yeah. No, there's only one doctor on the show. Do you not know the guy?
I don't watch the show. I can't believe that people watch it.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. Dude, I love TLC.
You remember the little guy did you watch, what's it called? Love on a Spectrum?
Yes, but not a lot of it.
You know the man who they had in the most recent one who just is a little turd with a little face drawn on it?
No.
He's a little fat round turd. Ian got him to do a happy birthday cameo. Mm-hmm. And what was sent to Ian was just black. It was just black, and you could hear a ceiling fan going, and somebody just...
There we go. Dr. Now's most savage moments.
Hello, Dr. Now.
How y'all doing?
Oh, my God.
Surviving, huh? So is that why you missed your last appointment? Okay. You just had your bypass about 2 months ago, and when
this is Michael Moore.
You were down to 546, so you lost only 9 pounds since then. But Renee has lost almost 50 pounds at the same time, and she hasn't even had her bypass yet. What in the world is going on with you?
I guess I'm eating the wrong things.
You think it's funny? You have a gastric bypass.
I had a gastric bypass,
to
yes.
lose weight.
To lose weight.
And you're not losing weight.
I don't eat a third what I ate before I had that
question,
surgery.
Okay? Then
You're
we're not
asking me questions that I don't understand no more than you understand.
What are you talking about? You're choosing to overeat and you think it's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay at all.
So what is going on?
I guess I'm not eating the right things. I mean...
We gave you the instruction that you need to follow, and you never followed. You played your cards right until you got the surgery. And now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay? How in the world?
This is me acting, too. That's my line delivery. You play this kind of game, you think it's okay?
You play this kind of game.
Yeah, then we shoot stuff, and in my head, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio, and then I watch the playback, and it's that. It's fucking, you do this.
Why you do this?
You do this, you do so much this, even though you get surgery, but you do this. What is this funny to you? It's
you eat
not
food
game.
on Saturday, and then on Sunday come.
And now your ass is inside out.
Adam's a very good actor. I was surprised to see.
Yeah, he's getting better, too.
It's good.
Yeah.
I was really blown away.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you guys.
It's fun.
It seems fun.
It is a lot of fun.
What have you done? What characters?
Just Dracula.
It's you and Dracula?
Me and Dracula so far.
It's nice when it goes back to you, because then you realize how good the acting was.
Yeah, I will hopefully do more characters. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's weird because it's like, we want to do, like, we're trying to transition to video stuff, but it's like it's not like you can't just jump from riffing on a podcast to doing like,
you did jump though. You have good bits in there.
Yeah, but it's like it's a whole new thing, it's like it's like it's just a completely different fucking thing, so we have to figure it out while we're doing it,
like hardcore makeup, like what is it called?
No, I mean, look, like anything else, it's just a matter of practice. So the more we do it, we'll figure it out.
But if we could give you prosthetics, make you into a little Down syndrome girl, that would be Incredible.
I don't know. That's the plan.
That is the plan?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to play the copper tone girl, but she has Down syndrome, and the dog is pulling down the bathing suit in the front.
Yes.
Yeah. She's falling backwards, and the dog's, and you can see her pussy. And
that's great.
That's going to be the cold open for next week.
And it'll pause, and it'll be like copper tone.
Yeah, copper tone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it going to say copper tone or something else?
It's going to say copper tone.
Okay.
We have a deal with them.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, not yet, but I'm going to show that to him and be like, what do you think?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always a crazy photo.
We're taking copper tone in a new direction.
People have jacked off to that.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a pedophile.
The little butt.
It's a pedophile company.
Her little cute butt and the little naughty dog.
Mm-hmm. The Scotty.
The naughty Scotty.
Yeah, little Scotty dog. Well, thank you for joining us this week. We're going to wrap it up. This went on. Wow, this is a long one. And Happy New Year, folks. Thanks for listening to the Adam Friedland Show. If you're still listening to this right now, I still have tickets available tomorrow throughout the weekend, New Year's Eve. I will be at the San Jose Improv. Tickets have not moved. I did not realize how close San Jose is to San Francisco, so I'm sure if you're in the Bay Area and you already came to that show in San Francisco a month ago, you're not coming to this one. But if you wanted to come to the one in San Francisco and you couldn't, please come out. It'll be a good time. I have to throw out the hour I was doing on the road this last year and build a new one. So this will be it'll be loose. It might be bad, but there might be volatile. Let's say that.
Yeah,
Raymond,
that's what you want.
Raymond for volatile. We'll try to have fun. Try and riff something out. Try to have a fun New Year. So let's get let's do
right with God.
Let's get right with God. I was gonna say fucked up, but I don't want people bringing drugs. People do that to you? They try to give you drugs?
People have tried to barrel onto the stage with a bag of mushrooms.
Yeah, no, don't do
How
that.
are you on mushrooms and violent?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Come see me in Detroit.
Where are you playing in Detroit?
Detroit House of Comedy. Is it bad? Don't tell me if it's bad.
I only know... Oh, no, I don't know that club. I only know Mark Ridley's.
We'll just come out because it'll be fun if people come out.
Come out to that in Detroit. Where in Detroit is it?
I don't know.
No.
I've never been to Detroit.
Really?
I want to go to a car museum.
I love Detroit.
Really?
Yeah.
I love cars, so I think I'll love it.
Do you?
Yes.
I didn't realize you were a car guy.
What?
Yeah,
I love cars.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why I made you explain how an engine works.
Well, you would know that if you liked cars, I feel.
I mean, I understand engines, but I don't understand all the pistons and all the firings and stuff, but I do love cars.
Well,
I've always had cars.
Yeah.
I've had cars that are cool.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Awesome. Well, yeah.
Your guy picked up my motorcycle. A giant man.
Chris?
No, a different man with a long pizza ginger beard, huge motorcycle dude.
JD?
I don't know, but he...
Fucked up teeth?
I don't know. I'll show you the picture of him.
Okay.
But Chris was like, he'll be over to grab it. And then he was like, how many cc's? And I was like, 250. And he laughed ha 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 for so long. And then it was like, he'll just strap it to his back. And now he's trying to convince me to make my motorcycle into a chopper.
Yeah.
So I have to be like, Chris, do not put Gorilla, whatever they're called, 8 bars on my tiny motorcycle.
Yeah, let Chris do it. Let Chris
I don't
have fun.
want to be this I'm already...
I love that guy. Have you hung out with him a lot?
No, but through text, we're best friends.
Dude, he's the greatest guy.
He's the best.
He's the most affable guy. He's like the friendliest guy in the world.
We should go and hang out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's there all the time.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. He's getting married.
To that hot lady, Agatha?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to say their names or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know.
Nobody's
I don't
gonna-
know.
how are you
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
find
know.
out?
Well, they're not comics, I don't want to
Oh.
you know what I mean?
Well, they don't know who it is.
They have private lives or whatever.
They're
But
not in New
anyways,
York. So.
Leave them alone.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't. They're fictional characters that
Yeah.
are made up. They're both characters Shane Gillis does. So you can just ask him about those people instead of...
Yeah, go to him.
Yeah, go to him. All right, guys. Thanks. And I have to walk around the stage to turn the recorder off, so I'll do that now. So there's going to be 5 seconds of dead air, and then the episode's over, folks.
Okay. Should I keep talking to them? Join Patreon.